Hello, friends. It's me. It's Morgan with Splendid Yoga. I am the business coach who helps yoga teachers and spiritual entrepreneurs grow their businesses in alignment. And one of my favorite ways to do that, you guys know, is through Insight Timer. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the process of getting on Insight Timer. We break it down essentially into 4 stages. You have the setup, right? Just getting your profile set up. You have the optimization stage, making sure that you're optimizing your profile so that you're targeting your ideal clients. This third stage, your growth stage, this is going to be all about your content creation. And then the fourth stage is about expansion. I'm looking down at my notes here, and how to take this bigger within the Insight Timer community, but even beyond Insight Timer to perhaps other social media profiles within the constraints of the Insight Timer promotional rules, which says you can't really promote things outside of Insight Timer in Insight Timer. We talk about all this stuff in my course, Insight Timer Success. But I wanted to talk about that second stage today. I wanted to talk about how to optimize your profile, because I think this is so important, and I have to do this with every single one of my clients, regardless of what industry they're in. We have to go through this process together. It's part of the reason that I built this course, is I was like, I'm repeating myself here. Everyone needs to know this information. So there's 3 things I want you to know about optimizing your profile. And this is going to be specifically on Insight Timer, but you can utilize these tips for anywhere you have to write a bio. Okay. The first thing about the bio is that it's not about you. All right. The details might be about you, but the purpose of your bio is to attract your ideal client. So you have to make it about them. And what I'll get with a lot of rough drafts that my clients sent me is that they'll talk about like their certifications and their trainings. And I'm like, no one cares about that really in this world, in this healing world. They care about how you're going to make them feel and the problems that you solve. And we have to describe these problems in the language of our clients. Because, for example, let's say you're a sleep coach and you describe a problem with going to sleep as insomnia, but your clients describe it as I can't fall asleep. Those are 2 very different ways of describing the same thing. And we want to use the language of your client in order for them to understand, oh, this person understands me and they can help me. So how do you learn the language of your clients? You do market research interviews. This is all stuff I teach you how to do in my course, Insight Timer Success. So that's the first thing. You have to use the language of your clients. You have to optimize your bio so that it is about them, their problems, and how they want to feel, the solution that they want. They don't care about your training. Sorry. It was still worth it. It's good that you did it. The second thing we need to know about optimizing your bio is your clients have to know what to do next. If these are like your biggest fans who are reading this information about you, so you need to be clear about how they can hire you. And that's going to be reflected in the link that you put in your profile, where you direct them. So you'll see like a lot of people put like a link tree, which is going to be a list of a couple of links. You don't want more than 3 or 4. I know it's easy, and I've made this mistake too, where you have like 20 different links because you never know who's going to get in there. No, you want it to be an easy decision for someone to look at it and think, oh no, this is for me. This is what I want. And this again goes back to targeting that ideal client and understanding their language, right? This is all stuff we work together on in the course. So, you have to create essentially an aligned and automated funnel. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. It needs to be aligned. So when I say funnel, what I mean is we're finding a way to get this mass of people that you find on like Insight Timer, and how to cherry pick them and funnel them down to the people who actually are appropriate for you to work with, who are ready to hire you, who can afford your services. That's important too. And who you are prepared to take on energetically, right? So that's what I mean by aligned, your soulmate clients. And then automated, I don't want you to have to do any more work after you set this up, right? I'm all about working easy. Do the work once, get paid for it a million times. So I'll give you an example of one of my funnels that's been very successful for me. We start with a quiz. There's a quiz that people take For me, because my target demographic is business coach, rather business owners, entrepreneurs, I guess that would include business coaches. The quiz is, what passive income stream should you create next? And it's based on human design. I had a lot of fun making it. I've gotten tons of emails on my list, but it's very targeted, right? People have to be interested in passive income. They have to be interested in human design. They have to be some sort of spiritual entrepreneur, because that branding's all over the place. So I've definitely niched down as to who I want to invite into my circle. From there, there's an email sequence that they receive that invites them to check out some of my other work. They can check out my blog, my podcast, my YouTube channel. That's over the course of a few emails. And then I invite them to come into my world. It depends on what I'm promoting at that time. I might invite them to have a discovery call with me, to actually get on the phone or get on a Zoom session. I might invite them to sign up for one of my programs, whether I have a live program or an evergreen course that's related to the quiz that they took and their results. I might invite them to work with someone else in my affiliate network who has an offering that I think is really appropriate for their personality type, that I think they should take advantage of, or I might make an affiliate commission off that, right? So that's what I mean by a funnel, right? There's a sequence of events. It's all automated. I don't have to do anything after I initially set it up. I just have to put it out there and wait for the people to come to me. Okay. So that's a big part of optimizing your bio, is making sure people understand, how do they get into your world from here? How do you get them to the place where they can hire you? And then this third step kind of ties right into that. You have to just be very clear and tell your clients how to hire you. Some of them will actually ask and say, hey, I want to work with you. What do you have? But you have to be very clear on who your ideal client is and the type of program that you want to offer them. And that's something we work together on in the course, is how to figure out exactly what work it is that you want to do. And a lot of teachers on Insight Timer already have like their profile set up, beautiful. They have their meditations up there. Maybe they've been going live, but there's a disconnect between getting their clients off of Insight Timer and actually getting them to paying clients, converting clients, right? And so you have to be very clear in telling your clients how to hire you. Now, in the context of Insight Timer, on your meditations, or if you're going live, you can't really do that directly. You're not supposed to directly make that conversation. And I give you all the tips and tricks that you need when we talk about the fourth stage, expansion and growth, in my course, Insight Timer Success. I tell you all of my secrets about how to kind of sneakily promote yourself, and you get to use those techniques not just on Insight Timer. They work for aligned attraction marketing on every social media channel. They've been incredibly valuable. I've had a few people take my course who were established teachers on Insight Timer, had some success, and they got such value from my course, because so much of it is about these little marketing tricks and techniques that make it that much easier for you to meet up with your aligned clients and get paid and grow your business in alignments, right? That's what you guys want to do if you're watching this, I think. Otherwise, what are you doing? You just like me? You're a fan? Who knows? If you want to hire me, there are a few ways you can do that, but the best way is to either DM me on Instagram at splendid.yoga, or you can schedule a discovery call with me. If you check the link in my profile here, you will see on my link tree, there is a link to my calendar. Go ahead and get on that calendar. If you feel like having a chat, I'd love to discuss how we can work together. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Take care. Mwah.